Hi, friends. Interrupting our normal release schedule this week to give you a bit of a bonus episode. This episode was actually the live show that we did back in March at Dublin Comic Con. It was super fun game. We had a great atmosphere. It was a great crowd. Yeah, just all around great time was had by everyone. With that though, the audio quality isn't quite the same as our normal standard as this was recorded on our phones. But we still think it holds up and it's listenable. And, you know, with Dublin Comic Con again approaching in a couple of weeks, we thought we wanted to share it with you all. So, yeah, do enjoy. But do note that these games and any other games that we do for live streams or live shows at conventions in the future are all non-canonical. So, like, you're not missing out on story development, character development, all of that good stuff if this format isn't your liking. That said, I'm sure you're going to really enjoy it. We'll be back next week with our usual release schedule for episode 11. So yeah, until then, stay dangerous. So much for coming and checking out our Live Play D&D session. We are Heartfire Tales. We are a Live Play D&D podcast playing in a homebrewed fantasy world called Lethwan, a land of might, magic, and metal. A land where the line between adventurers and rock stars are heavily blurred. Bands of these adventurers tour through the world of Lethwan, seeking fame, causing the bards to sing songs of their accolades and exploits. Our story follows one such band. Guys, you want to give your characters a bit of an introduction?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll give myself an introduction too, thanks.
Sure. I'm Dylan. Hi.
This is Dylan, he's our Dungeon Master. My name is Jim, and I'll be playing a character called Con Greystone, who's basically a very cranky old man. He used to be a soldier, but all his friends died in the war, so now he's just kind of touring around with a 16-year-old, which is questionable at best. But yeah, that's who I'm going to be playing. I'm a paladin fighter, so I have a big sword and I like to hit things. And if I feel like it, I might heal him. If I feel like it.
And my name is Ryan. I'm playing a ranger, and so my name's Sid. I'm real tired of everybody saying I'm not an adult. Like, I'm 16 years old. Like, I know what I'm doing in the world, and like, I've brought my best friend who's a giant rat. I know that everybody says he looks gross, but he's actually real cute, all right? Like, just give him a chance. His name is Fink. I'm a ranger, and I'm real good with a bow, and I'm also, like, real cool. So don't listen to this old dude, all right?
I know what I'm talking about. Also, if there's anybody from the north, this is a northern Lethwan accent. I make no apologies for what I'm about to do.
So, our adventure begins. Each year, the large city of Roanar holds a huge festival known as the Festival of Heroes, which might sound familiar to some people. A festival that sees these bands of adventure come from all across Lethwan to swap stories, sing songs, for their fans to come and meet them, get autographs, show their support for their favourite bands of adventurers by buying merch, all sorts of stuff. You know, some people are even dressing up as them. There are also traders who gather, hoping to barter loot from these heroes and, you know, pass on equipment to budding adventurers who are, you know, taking their first steps on their journeys. However, unfortunately, our little band of heroes are not quite at the level of fame to be given invitations to such a festival of heroes,
Lame.
but are here nonetheless. Here because, you know, someone's got to do the security work. All the big heroes are busy signing autographs. Someone's got to do the door.
I'd like to point out that when we received this invitation, I thought that I was the guest of honor. So the fact that I'm standing here, I'm Con Greystone, I'm the bastion of the pass. I defended an entire city single-handed, but I mean, fine, I'll work the door. That's all right, I don't mind about that.
Con, have you seen how many cool people are here?
There's
Like so many awesome bands.
I know, and like, look at these lads. There's a few heroes of Lethwan there I'm noticing. There's one. I saw them, they saved us earlier, so, but I still stand by that I'm greater than any of these wannabe bands. I don't agree with the concept of a band, if I'm being honest.
So now wait a second. Like we're security for this, right? So okay. So if we're security, we need to like have secret identities, all right?
Do we? Is that something that's done?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like we're like secret
The
agents
event
going around
organizer
this.
standing nearby, he's looking at you quizzically.
It's true. Like we're like secret agents in here to protect him. So I'm gonna take on a secret identity. I'm gonna be like, Dom. Doesn't that sound like, like a mysterious name? Like, what about you? Who are you gonna be?
Oh, I'll be Con.
All right, whatever, man.
That's my name. I'm not doing a secret identity. That's stupid. I'm here as the main event.
Okay, if you two are finished having whatever this conversation is, so yeah, my name's Carl. I'm the event organizer, and you see there's a small little dwarf, like a big Viking beard on him, bit of a mohawk going. He's like, yes, well, I mean, I'm glad you're here, and it's very early in the morning. Like you got some of the VIPs are kind of like walking around, but it's early. He's like, okay, yes, good. Okay, it's glad to have you here. Just the two of you. Is this you're a band, are you?
Oh, aye, a very famous one. Bands are great, and we're the best.
Oh, what's your band name?
Well, our band name is FM 104.
Oh, very interesting. I mean, I've heard some pretty weird ones, so I'll kind of just let that one slide.
Oh, aye, it means
Dublin's hit music station?
no, it means we're
Oh wait.
You're not sponsored. Can't say this.
fully managing the situation 104. That's what it means.
Any other things? Oh, we're called Geek Art. No.
Okay, look, it doesn't matter. It's actually very, very unimportant.
Thanks.
I do have a very important task for you. See,
Alright.
safety and security of our guests.
Hold on. Here it comes. He's going to ask us to do a panel.
You might be a little bit disappointed. There is one guest in particular whose safety is critical. He is crucial to this entire event. You might know him. He's quite a famous druid. He is, of course, Druid the Druid.
Hey.
There it is.
He's hosting a very special panel tomorrow. But look, he's in town early due to his fame, and there's been some unfortunate rumors of attempts at his life and attempts at kidnapping.
Oh, wow.
So we've contained him to his room in the inn just across the street for the day. It is, of course, very early, so that means one thing. It's breakfast time, and I've got my trusted chefs who are only preparing his food, but I need someone to bring the food to him.
That's what we're doing, is it? That's
Yes.
okay.
Is that beneath you? Is that something you're not going to do?
I've got time. All right, food delivery, so it is.
You will course you have time. It's your job. It's why you're here. So yeah, he kind of he directs you guys to the kitchen. You pick up the food. It's all like super like healthy vegan options for him. Everything's organic, homegrown, only the best for a druid of high stature such as Druid.
How's Fink with all this food?
Oh, I'm about to jump into that.
Okay, yeah. What's your giant?
Yeah,
mutated
so
rat
my giant rat is loving the scent of all this food and is very excited about this task we have been given, and it is basically sniffing up the leg of every single chef in the room.
He like as soon as this like horrible mutated rat like peers his head in the kitchen, every chef starts like brandishing these massive kitchen knives. You're like, a rat! What is this?
It's like that scene from Ratatouille. Right?
Yeah.
Are we already rolling in this?
You've brought a ratatouille situation into this podcast, Ryan.
Amazing. I like it.
Should be
Are we-
noted as
so
well,
are we
Con
rolling
is actually
initiative for this?
controlled by a
You
little
want
rat.
initiative to stop your rat, or you can just maybe pull him away. That might work too.
All right, I grab a hold of him by the tail. I'm like, come on, Pink.
You notice like Fink usually kind of into more like the greasy fast foods and stuff like this.
Yeah, this is too
It's
healthy.
not really his scene. So he's sniffing around. He's not like actively going for food, So you guys, collect your food, do your little Uber Eats delivery thing. You bring it across to the inn across the street, and you're greeted by the concierge. Very tall, slender. Like, if you thought of a stereotypical elf, that is this person.
Oh, aye.
Alright, my name is Philandriel, the elf. I'm the concierge of this hotel. You are the room service for Druig, is that correct?
Yeah, we're the VIPs. We're just doing room service at the moment.
Yeah, we're a security crew. This is Con.
Aye,
My name
hello.
is Dom. We are Con and Dom. When things get hard, we'll keep you covered. Hey.
I don't want anything to do with that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, that is, I think, enough of that. Look, I will bring you up to your room to meet Druig, if that is okay.
Oh, I think one legend to another. He'd appreciate a visit. Let's go.
Do you know him? Do you?
Yeah. Of course I do. Of course, people in my circle know. Famous people.
No,
Like that.
You're incredibly convincing. I am totally convinced. No.
Yeah, he brings you up. It's very quiet around. Still very, very early in the morning. You bring up he kind of gives like a little secret knock of like
Yeah, see, I knew the knock.
the universal secret knock. And this little gnome opens the door. And he's like, "All right, boys, yeah, how's it going?"
Are you Druig? I mean, hi, Druig.
Of course I'm Drew. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've got some food here for you.
Oh, broccoli. Oh, yeah, broccoli. And he's like getting really excited that he's having broccoli. He's like, great. Guys, I'm kind of bored. Like, what's going on? Like, I'm confined to my room. Is there anything?
Oh, it's very exciting. There's bands roaming around doing dramatic acts of dare and do, and of course we're here, which makes it very exciting. And
Who are you guys? Like,
yeah, we're FM 104. We're some of the greatest warriors on the face of the earth.
Well, how many are you?
It stands for Full Metal 104.
Oh, this.
Because my sword is full metal.
How many ways are we gonna get cancelled?
Right, yeah, I mean, like, that'll track, so I really don't give enough of a toss to correct you on that, so sure.
Lord,
Look, well, okay, so you guys can bring my food all day, is it? Yeah?
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, right,
Apparently.
cool. I'll see you at lunch then. Sound. Yeah, cheers, lads.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, bye. I've never felt as useless as a hero before.
That's what this mission will be. We will just be doing room service all day.
Yes.
That's the entire
Roll
game.
for room service.
Thank you for coming. We are doing room service all day.
So you go back down, back to the main floor. There's hundreds of heroes knocking about, but everyone's like fairly well behaved. There's only a couple of people that you have to keep in line. Nothing too bad. Lunch rolls around, same thing. Carl, the event organizer, comes and he's like, "Okay, guys, now it's lunchtime. So again, kitchen up to Drug. Got it?
Oh, aye.
Okay.
All right, we'll get the food and we'll go up.
Yeah, you get the food, you go up. Flandria is like, "Oh yes, thank you for bringing the food. Can I bring you up to your Drug?" Again, Drug super excited that he's having some Brussels sprouts now, just completely raw because druids. And then go back down again, and then again, kind of a little bit of time passes, and
This is actually food delivery.
Carl's like, "Okay, right, I've forgotten what Carl's voice is already, so it's going to be this now."
Same job.
Yeah, same job.
Right.
You go up this time as you go into the inn. Philandriel's like, "Oh, what's this? You've already been up for dinner."
Oh, aye, twice already. No, not dinner. We did breakfast and lunch. It was Brussels sprouts and stuff.
Yeah, but you've already dinner has just happened.
No, we weren't there. Were you there? I wasn't there.
Dude.
You the big one.
The imposing one. Oh, aye, I'm here now, but I'm not
But kind of big, I guess.
relatively big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to bet.
Well, I think it's very important to state that we haven't been here, and if you,
I sure.
I think maybe we should
Are you trying to start a fight, man?
No, I'm just trying to keep the.
So you're saying
saying-
you're saying that we've already delivered dinner. I think we might want to just
Go up and
fly up
check.
to the room. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna tear up the stairs.
Hey, where are you going?
I don't care about you. I'm tearing up the stairs. I'm gonna kick down the door to Druid's
Make
room.
an athletics check to tear away from him as he reaches for you.
With advantage.
No, but it'll be in the pose roll. What did you get?
How does 6 stand you?
Not very well, to be honest. Oh my god, he rolled a 4.
Yes, I'm away! I tear up the stairs like a mighty stallion.
Panic attempts of escape.
It's like this. It's,
No,
what are you doing? What are you doing? You're running away from me so fast.
it's just like a wild jog up the stairs.
I get
in
up
your
the
armor.
stairs at like one of those. I'm not a young man.
I should be used to these steps, but they get me every time.
I get to the door and I, as dramatically as I can, just full on kick it down. I brig!
Right, if you're gonna get down the door, you're gonna give me another athletics check.
Remember when we were talking about dice jail?
How does an 8 do you?
You mightly kick the door and fall backwards.
Yeah, I kick the door and immediately rappel back in.
Yeah.
I go through the door behind me.
Yeah.
It's like just in some randomer's room.
So Sid's gonna walk up and he goes, Con, I actually learned this cool athletic trick to get through doors.
Why?
I'm gonna turn the handle.
The handle opens.
Hey!
The door.
All right.
It's not very dramatic. So. The scene calls for drama, but that's fine, whatever.
16-year-olds, you know?
There is you open the door. There's no one to be seen. There's not a sight of Druid.
Whoa.
Check under-
Nobody's in here.
Check under the bed.
Did that
He
druid
was
turn
small,
into a chair?
He might have. We check the chairs.
To check, yeah, give me an investigation check, I guess.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, 19.
Okay, and what's it say, get?
I got a 17.
Okay, so yeah, you both check the chairs. They're definitely not druid shaped. They're just chairs.
All right.
But you do kind of, you have a look around. You see that there is a plate of food left there. It's only half eaten, however, and you guys have also been picking up his like breakfast and lunch. He never leaves a morsel.
Aye.
But there is some
Morsels.
Some morsels.
We give them to Fink in the meantime.
You also see in the food. You also see some bits of sand in it and some rose petals.
I mean, I'm not one to judge, but that can't taste very good. Maybe he's gone to the bathroom if he's eating sand and rose petals.
You with your those investigation checks, you've given a bit of a shout out and kind of knocked on the back. You haven't heard anything, but Sid, as a ranger, you can cast spells, right?
Yeah.
And you've been raised in like by the lore keepers of town. So
Sid
give
comes
me
from a town called Town.
That's a village called Town.
Oh, village called
Village
Town.
called Town.
Yes. I hate my players. Give me an Arcana check.
All right. Oh, that's very good. That's a 20.
A 20. You've studied how different like natural substances can often be used as spell components. And you recognize these as being potential components of a sleep spell. So you kind of
I think these are the certain components of a sleep spell.
Oh, hey, is that right?
Yeah.
Very intuitive.
so you kind of you've put 19 and whatever your intelligence bonus is to get 21 and you think, okay, yeah, potentially maybe this food was laced with a sleep spell. What would you like to do?
Well, that's bad. We delivered it.
Think, will you please stop eating the food?
Fink looks very. I'm gonna roll a Constitution saving throw for Fink.
Oh no. How's an 11 suit you?
Fink is looking incredibly drowsy.
He always does.
I want to pick Fink up and go, wake up! Wake up! And I would swing around by his tail and everything.
He's very large. Sid,
I'm very large. We've been through this.
Ryan, will you roll an attack for me for Sid against Con, or for Fink against Con, as he is startled from his slumber and swipes at Con.
Does a 16 hit you?
That is on my armor class. Yeah, he gets me.
All right, Fink is gonna bite the devil out of you.
No, oh.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
What-
All right.
How much damage does he take?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that's the other part I gotta do, right?
Yeah. D&D. Rules.
6 damage.
Ah, It looks like it's going to be infected. For those of you who don't know, Fink is coated in a slime that we haven't identified yet. But it, like, no matter how much we clean him, it just kind of seems to keep coming. So, yeah.
The slime is called Cuties. Cuties.
Right, anyway, regret
But
that.
this kind of like sharp, rude awakening to Fink, after you slashing, you kind of perks up and says, Fink, and he kind of like starts sniffing
Says his
around.
name.
Yeah. And he starts sniffing around.
Don't know any animals.
A ranger with a pet
especially rats.
whose name, who only says his own name. Interesting. He starts sniffing around a lot, around the food.
Oh. I think I have an idea.
I'm just nursing
We
my arm.
should,
trying not to cry.
Use him as a bloodhound, I think.
All right, let's do it. How do you...
Think! Sniff! Find Druid!
Okay, I'm going to roll up a perception check. Fink gets advantage for perception. Right.
Yeah.
I'll roll one. I'll roll an 18. So
Oh, you want? Hold on.
Oh, yeah. That's
You're going to roll this one for me?
Yeah, roll for my rat.
6.
6.
Yeah, he has advantage, so someone else can roll.
Yeah, come on, Fink.
Come on, Fink.
Is that a 15 or a 5?
I'll be generous.
For progressing the story, that is a 50.
Well, he gets a +3 on perception anyway.
All right, cool.
18.
Fink, thank you.
Oh no, hook it back at us. It can only go one. Right.
Fink starts sniffing around, and he starts, he kind of, like a bloodhound starts sniffing the ground and starts leading out of the
Room?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, nice.
And down the stairs.
Yeah, so we follow this disgusting rat down through the common room.
Yeah. Some of the cleaning staff were all shrieking, like, "Oh my god, what is that rat?" This hideous thing runs through the halls. He dashes across the street and back into the convention center, and you start to lose him a bit. Give me a perception check to see as he starts like dashing through like the legs of all the heroes that are going to go.
Natural 1. Rolling like a champion today.
Well, see, I can tell that Fink has a distinctive slime that trails after him.
Yeah, we
So I
have just established that.
Rolled a 21, and I'm gonna keep tracking him. So you can put your dice in dice jail. I'm gonna keep mine.
Khan slips in the slime and hits the deck and sees nothing.
So Khan slips, falls on his butt, completely taken out of it. You follow the slime trail, and Rat Fink is dashing through like the legs of all these heroes, kind of being so busy people aren't even noticing somehow. It's not the weirdest thing that they've seen. There's like a dragon head mounted on one of the walls. There are people carrying like swords and shields all around the place. There are little fairies and pixies around the place. Giant mutated rat. It's kind of par for the course. Everyone's kind of like, oh, watch yourself, rat. And he dashes down one of like the side halls that kind of aren't used very well.
Like a cloakroom.
With using your 21 perception from earlier, kind of rushes, you see him kind of like sniffing up against a door that is closed, and you hear voices coming from inside it. What do you do?
I'm gonna Looney Tunes style sneak up to the door
Yeah.
and listen at
Sure.
the door.
You don't need to roll perception check, you just listen to the door. That's pretty easy.
Peek through the keyhole.
Yeah.
You go to peek through the keyhole, give me a perception.
I have to roll to use my eyes. What
You
is
can
it?
just about here, but you can still.
Oh dear.
Look, I'm gonna use my 21 from earlier.
Yeah. You hear two voices. One's kind of very whiny, and he's like, "Of course I got him. They call me the collector, so I always collect like bounty."
I already hate this guy. I'm looking forward to killing this guy.
And you kind of hear some other kind of like a gruff female voice come. She's like, "I don't give a damn about your nicknames. I just want the goods, and then I'm out of here."
Vulgar.
At this point, I've managed to catch
kinda.
up. Yeah. What's going on?
Khan, there's somebody behind his door using bad language.
Is that so? I kicked down the door.
Okay.
How's a 19 do you? I learned from my mistakes. I put my hips into it this time.
Thankfully, this door opens inwards, not outwards like that, so you actually...
It falls through as I'm still here.
As I just barge into the room, I've got my great sword held. I'm like, what's going on? Where's Drug?
You see you sitting in the chair across from this tiefling, this female tiefling, and she's like,
Alright. Well, I have to say, of all the things I expected to come through the door to, this was something that I couldn't have anticipated. But that lad is good looking.
she's like, what is this? You setting me up? Like, what is it to you? Like, I smell a rat. Oh, an actual rat.
How long did you plan that one?
She's like, steal us off. And yeah, you see she casts a spell. She casts like Dimension Door and like just like pips through like this portal.
I have to try and get Troop behind her.
She roll it.
5.
Is there anything higher than 5 on that door?
Occasionally, yeah. When it's really important, it'll come true.
Then like this you see you get a look at him. It's you, but like there's like his eyes are kind of like purpley.
It's not as good looking though.
Or more good looking.
Hey.
Or better looking would also be good words.
Okay. We'll talk about this after the podcast. That's right.
And he's like, oh no, were you looking for this? And he shakes up this like little jar, and you see a little druid inside it.
This lad's got a Druid action figure.
I didn't know they were selling those.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's like, well, look, I'll leave
That must
you
be
to...
awful for Druid if he's shaking it around.
Pretty awful.
Jeez.
We'll say he's tied down. Is that worse? That's kind of weird.
It's even worse. Just let him rock around in there.
Yeah, he's not.
I'm
he's
sorry.
knocking around.
He's wild formed into a ball or something. He's fine.
He's like, I'm so sorry for this. Like, I'll leave you to ponder this one while it's time for me to skedaddle. When is a druid not a druid? When he's a jar.
That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even track. I do appreciate it though. I have to say, like, of all the trash talk we received, that was definitely some of the most jarring.
Oh god. You see then, he casts
Sorry again.
Thanks, Sarah.
As he's saying this awful pun,
Phenomenal pun.
As he's like, showing up his prize, he's using this like cast like an arcane symbol in the air.
Okay.
And you see that like his body begins to like vibrate, kind of like the Speed Force from Flash, where he's kind of just like vibrating, and like like loads of energy kind of like starts sparking from him, and all of a sudden he like just like flips behind you and runs supernaturally fast away. And I would like you guys to roll initiative.
Oh no. Okay. How'd you do?
20 for Sid.
All right. Okay. Well, I got
11 for Fink.
I got a 5. Keeping with. Does anybody have a D20 on them?
So think got
11.
Con, of course, rolling terribly.
I am flat on the ground at this point in the timeline,
Yes,
so I have
sorry.
to get up before I can do anything.
Yeah. Sid, you actually go first. He is about 20 feet behind you, and he has used a haste spell, so he is like absolutely dashed. He's probably like 60 feet behind you now at this age. So what would you like to do?
Yeah, Sid, wearing sunglasses inside, didn't know which direction to look anyway, so actually was already facing the way. Flipped around behind him. I am just gonna attack this dude.
Sure.
You know, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Oh, nice. Cool.
So I'm gonna
Does
be
that mean you
I
can
got my
track
eye
him?
on you. I thought I just sang to him.
Okay, well, you can just think so. That's fine. Also.
No, I just
That's how the spell works,
get
right?
extra damage on him.
Okay, cool.
And I have advantage on wisdom and perception for tracking.
So,
Okay, nice.
Fan club there.
Okay,
Nice.
Check to see what you can do.
Yeah. Fan club here.
Sunglasses.
So yeah, hunter's mark on him, and then I'm just gonna be like,
Okay, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Right.
so I'm gonna shoot him, as I do. So man, I'm just shooting massively. So
yeah,
Is that good or bad?
I'm like, does a 22 hit?
yeah, 22 hits. Obviously, go
All
ahead.
right. So I'll do my d6 for the hunter's mark,
Yeah.
and then so that's 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay, nice. As you shoot into him, you kind of like the arrow like grazes past his shoulder, and suddenly like what's begun is just like vibrations and like this energy sparks off. You see that like little bits of like wispy purpley energy starts to come out of him, and kind of like that same purple that you saw in his eyes, and the figure of Khan starts to like shift and mix, like his face kind of melting, and like you see like an image of like a halfling appear, and then just like a gnome, and there's like a dragonborn and a Goliath.
It's really
as
upsetting.
as running down. I would like one of you to roll a D100.
Well, I can do it.
You can do. I'm not rolling well. You do.
Think. No, I'm just kidding.
Fink rolls a
Sid will do
D100.
it. Yeah. So what was that? 16.
16. Oh, nice. This
Oh, is this wild magic?
this is wild magic.
Oh no!
This-
I'm a plant.
No, you're not a plant.
No.
This purpley like chaos energy like erupts from him, comes towards you, and you feel invigorated. For the next minute, you regain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns.
Hey!
So for both of you.
Oh yes! I was ready to be real bitter about
Yeah,
that.
it's like a nice like lavender perfume cloud that you run through as you're chasing him.
Beautiful.
He just darts. He is gone. He is running. And you see that he's running back towards like the main hall.
Okay. I'm guessing he was
can-
far enough away that.
So is he in the crowd at this
attacks
point?
of opportunity
He
or
is
anything like that?
looking. Yeah, he wasn't a melee. You had shot him.
Oh, yeah, fair enough, yeah.
He is almost in the crowd. It is Fink though. So what are you guys doing? Assuming you're just chasing?
Yeah. Think
Keep on him.
Fink's gonna dash after him. Use the
Cool.
dash.
So yeah, you guys just start chasing. You get to the main hall. Again, the hall covered in all sorts of
Vendors.
vendors, heroes, wild things. And you see that this wound has, still leaking this energy. And like weird things start to happen as this like magic is like sparking off, like hitting stalls. You see it spark off and hits that big dragon head.
Oh, aye.
And this dragon head turns around, looks at you guys, and unleashes a big gout of fire. I need you to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
Thank you for tuning in to
Oh!
Kills Our People. Dude,
20.
I'm just man, it's a 14 without my dex.
Damn, guys.
That's a
Have
19.
some drama here. What is some drama?
I think as this happens,
I need to roll for the rat.
Okay, yes. Roll for the rat.
Please, he's got such low HP.
You do take
Does he
some
get, like-
damage, though, so...
does he get advantage
he's
because he's
alright.
covered in liquid?
No, he's probably disadvantaged.
17.
Okay, so you all pass, but you do take half damage. You take 4 points of fire damage.
I want to do one of those cool
Alright.
baseball slides that Shia LaBeouf does in Transformers, where the fire comes and he like drops and slides under it and pops right back up and keeps running like a champion.
Sure.
Yes. Everybody visualize.
So this dragon head now starts spewing fire all over the place as he keeps running. He has now reached into the main hall of heroes where there's heroes all around.
Fantastic. Is it my turn?
It is, yeah. You guys just can go as a unit.
Okay, well, I know I'm not going to catch him because I'm old and basically still in the first room. So I'm going to shout and say, "Oi, here, someone stop that slightly less good looking but still relatively good looking version of me." And I'm going to ask the crowd to try and trip him or something.
Yeah, okay. So he wants to roll that. You had your hands up first. Oh.
Nice.
Someone give me a grapple check. Someone say, give that a toss.
9.
9. Oh my god. My god, it's a plushie.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't bring the steel one.
A 9.
That would have resulted in death.
It would have, yeah. For us and them.
Now there's a lot of them. So plus what?
Okay, tell you what. Make
20?
a
Plus
charisma.
5.
Give me a charisma check, and we'll kind of see how effective your shouts are, and we'll add that on. So like
Yeah, okay, that's 12.
a 12. So I'll say that's what, like a plus 2.
Thank you for the effort, by the way.
You see that, like, you get a couple of people swarming him.
Shoulder checking him.
Yeah, kind of shoulder checking. He's still moving very fast, but he has slowed down a bit now. But he is still a bit away, and these kind of like all these knocks against him again release this energy. Give me a wild magic surge.
Man,
Oh, okay. I can do it. You're having your drink. I can.
how did you do against the grapple?
He was
He got
he
kind
was held
of
back
knocked
bit.
about
Yeah.
a bit.
All right.
He wasn't stopped, but he was slowed.
40T.
40.
40.
Yeah.
What happens on a 40? Oh,
Everybody.
2d10 hit points. This lavender perfume is just doing a wonders on you guys. Like,
Khan actually, as we're going along, he's bottling it.
I played, so one of our last campaigns, I played a wild magic sorcerer, and I turned into a plant all the time. Like, all the time.
He's a very forgiving wild magic.
you've been very lucky. It's all by the book. You guys finally managed to like break into the hall. You can just about see him.
Kick in the door.
All of a sudden, there's no doors to kick. Stop kicking doors.
I kick in the space where the door would have been.
Yeah,
So I
okay, you
basically
do a
just
big-
throw a front kick through empty space
Yeah.
just to look cool as I come into the place.
You see that the magic, so the dragon head is still kind of rampaging, and you see that this shield vendor kind of nearby, all his shields have kind of like taken a life of their own, and like by virtue of what their nature is, are just kind of like, and have made a big shield wall in like the middle of the alleyway that you're of stalls you're.
Is this a Monomarth reference?
Sure.
I know exactly the move to get through this obstacle.
I cannot wait for you to fail this kick.
I am going to kick down the shield wall. Kia!
Hey!
Hey!
Yeah.
What was that? Athletics?
Yeah.
Yeah, how's a 23? I don't need to just kick this. It's a full, like, horizontal drop kick through the shield.
I'm glad that chair didn't buckle.
I know, right?
Yeah.
A lot of blind faith in that chair right there.
Tell you what, give me like a I don't know, like a D12 as damage and as your strength, I guess.
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna roll the D1.
I have a
for
D12
damage for you?
5 plus 3. So, yeah.
You crack it and like loads of shields kind of crumble, but you're still not fully there.
So I'm just, like, fully hanging by both my feet from a shield wall.
Yeah, your feet are lodged in the shield like you're an arrow stuck into it.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Sid, is there anything like you'd like to do? To get
Well,
over the shield
following
wall?
that tremendous display, Fink is going to try and cannonball straight into.
give me the letter.
Throwing bodies at the problem.
Well, that's good. 13.
13 is turning athletics with everything.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't put a lot into athletics for a rat.
Yeah, the rat kind of just goes. Nothing happens.
I don't think that's true.
Would Sid like to do anything?
I mean, they're shields. So, yeah, he's gonna cast Hail of
they're-
Thorns.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm in that shield wall, just so you know.
You're regaining HP.
I'm fine, yeah.
we're all regaining HP.
Khan is now necking that purple stuff that heals him when he sees all these thorns.
Yeah, just shoot everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna Hail of Thorns to the shield wall.
Okay, yeah, go
So-
for it. Roll an attack.
Yeah. So, ooh, that was good. But it doesn't matter if I hit for making them have to do the Hail of Thorns. So,
Yeah, sure.
they need to roll a dex saving throw against.
They're literally a wall of shields, so they fail.
Oh, hey! So, that is gonna be 1d10.
Nice.
Yeah.
They are very hurt.
Oh, that's a 10.
That is a 10. You channel your magic into your bow, draw back. You let loose your arrow. It splinters into this hail of thorns. Paul also takes 10 as it shatters through.
Not only do I fall, now there's a load of thorns and broken shields on top of me.
But you have managed to break through this shield wall. You see,
I slashed through half of Fink's HP right there.
Oh yeah, Fink also takes it. But
Yeah, me and Fink are lying bleeding on the
He's
ground.
also getting benefiting from this lavender perfume, so you're good. You see the lesser con running again.
Oh, I lesser con. Yeah,
It's like one of those Mario levels where you
I'm gonna do another crowd check if that's all right.
Yeah, roll your charisma check. We'll see who wants to roll a dice. Okay, yeah, you have your.
I'm rolling my charisma check.
I'm not gonna throw this as a
Throwing it is half the fun.
I'm gonna throw it at me. I'm gonna throw it at me as a target.
Oh, open stage. That should count for loads.
It should count as a tree.
So I go, somebody stop, and then like more shields fall on me.
just laying on the ground, punctured by my
I'm
hill.
gonna roll damage for myself. I take 4 shield damage.
You kind of managed to get up. He has not been slowed, so he's still, a couple of obstacles away.
A couple of checks away.
Couple of checks away. You run through. You see that he is. You're trying to chase him, but as you get through, you suddenly get like enveloped by this almost like a flash mob of all these people dressed as a certain Cape Crusader. All you hear is just vengeance. What do you do?
Oh, can I feel this one?
You go for it. Don't kick them.
I pop. I kick the shields off me. I pop my head up and I go, Martha. Roll massive damage. Is that what I'm gonna?
Make
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. We'll get a crowd thing of people going, emotional damage.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check, I guess.
Persuasion.
Okay, yeah.
We saw the movie.
18.
Advantage.
Yeah.
That's actually one of his.
18.
Actually had a good roll.
Yeah, everyone's Martin. And they all kind of just like disperse looking for Martin. It's clear, like, yes.
Yeah.
Falling on the ground.
Yeah, half of them disperse, the other just clutch their heart and fall.
Why did you say her name?
I've actually had to deal with these lads before, so I know how it goes.
Pick got you out super quick. He's kind of like almost within range.
Almost
For
within range.
another crowd check.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
Do you want to see what they're gonna add for this and hopefully
yeah.
we roll higher than a 3?
I'm gonna yell
What
and
do we
be
roll?
like,
D12?
throw your stuff, throw stuff at him.
Oh yeah, throw
Like
stuff
bombard
at.
at him.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm
Roll
gonna
a
be
charisma-
like,
a D12 to
throw stuff at the
for their
ugly
modifier.
dude.
sure, yeah.
7. So you
Okay,
got a 7 plus on this, all right? Don't let me down.
Roll a one.
I'm gonna say right now, the DC to like grapple him is a 15. So you have a +7, you need to get an 8.
First off, what's your character?
Warlock.
Warlock. A warlock jumps out of the crowd at him.
Okay, grand.
To physically grapple him. That is okay. I like the aggression. Yeah. That's it. Targeting the doors. That's how this should work.
It's one of 2 numbers.
Okay.
One number is an 11. The other number is a 13, so I'll give it to you.
I was ready to flip a coin.
The warlock tackles him.
The warlock
Out of nowhere, what's your warlock's name?
Phobia.
A random warlock breaks through the crowd.
Yeah. Random warlock stops him.
Party member.
As you stop him, again,
to
the
the
wand
That's canon.
surges off him.
Yeah, I'll roll it.
Yeah, roll, you guys roll it.
If I can find my other decent. There. 76.
76?
Wow.
You glow with bright light in a 30-foot radius for the next minute. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of you is blinded until its next turn. You are super bright now for some reason.
All of us?
You're just now.
Yeah, there's just like, everyone's like stumbling around in
We're
the...
like an army of Dr. Man. Because, like, he was in the middle of a crowd, right? Does that mean Everyone is now just brilliantly bright.
Yeah, it's incredibly bright.
And he has his sunglasses in.
He has sunglasses.
That's incredible.
I'm gonna say he has no idea where he's going there because he can't see anything.
He's also on the ground with a
blinded.
warlock sitting on.
He's also on the ground with a warlock.
He's got
sitting on him.
phobia on him. Yeah,
And what time are we on? Oh, perfect.
yeah, right on time.
You rush forward. Phobia is sitting on him. And he's like, and again, like he's like, convulsing and like, changing shape and stuff. All this wild magic, absolutely just like tearing through him.
It's gonna get weird, phobia. Sorry.
Don't touch him any longer.
You see that like he starts convulsing even more. This like his energy like pouring from him. And he's like, oh no, it's happening again. And
a regular occurrence for him.
you see this. You see these like tendrils of like energy and like as if like all of like the like primordial planes of magic are like swarming through his body. This like appendage like rips out from his back, like one of like fire, one of like air, one of water, one of the other element, earth. Like all, and he's like,
And then the Fire Nation.
oh no! And he kind of like sorry phobia. He throws phobia away.
It's double damage for everything physical.
Incredible. What? I'm gonna roll damage for phobia. That's right. We're in your campaign, rolling damage at you. It's just
If your character dies here, he dies in your campaign. You gotta roll into a character.
Hold on, well, let's check. I want to roll damage. Give me damage rolls.
For him being thrown off, 2d6. As he's throwing like 20 foot into the air.
Be nice to him. Jeez.
That's a 5 and a 1.
All right.
So you're
Double
taking
it.
10 points of damage. 12 points of damage. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
damn.
good.
Okay.
He's a level 0.
This like unstable monstrosity starts like creeping around with these like weird elemental tendrils coming up. It is Sid in initiative first.
Okay.
Please
okay.
kill him.
Well, I'm just gonna shoot him with my, because I've got Hunter's Mark on him still.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I don't have very high levels, so I've only got one attack,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack him.
He attacks.
That was a nat 1.
You see that.
Your glasses are actually too dark.
Yeah. You see that like a buffet of air kind of lashes out from him, grabs you by the leg, dangles you up in the air like 20 feet and drops you down. You take 2d6 falling damage. You take 8 points of damage as you fall from the sky. Unless there's anything you can do to stop that. Then it is Fink's turn.
Fink, off you go.
Frank.
Fink is mad about this, but with him holding Sid in the air like that,
Yeah.
Pack Tactics activates.
Dubious, but I'll allow it.
I'm not
Really
close
does.
enough to him.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I mean, he's attacking you.
Yeah. So anyway, advantage on attacks, because at least one of the rat's allies is within 5 feet. So
Okay, yeah, I'm allowing your
It's a good
your
thing I've got
shenanigans.
advantage.
Aren't you blind? So that wouldn't trigger. It would just.
No, he has sunglasses, or so he's like the one.
Fink wears them too.
Now I have to. I have to change all the art now.
12.
12 is not enough to hit. He kind of like just like dashes through one of like his like water tendrils and misses.
All right.
Con, you are up.
I want to do 2 things.
Okay, if
can.
one of them's a kick, I swear to God.
First off, I'm gonna ask the crowd to restrain him.
Yes.
Somebody hold him.
Crowd are still around. Oh, hang on. I'm not gonna look. Roll a d12 to see what their modifier is. One less than 16. Okay, yeah, he's betrayed no matter what the modifier. Nice.
What's your character? Give me a name. Max. Max has him. Holding him like this, I'm assuming. This?
Don't worry, Max Power's on the job.
Oh, hi, Max. That's exactly what I was looking for. I'm gonna kick him.
Roll an attack with advantage because Max Power is helping.
Yes.
At least he's consistent.
That is a 17
Yeah.
and 15.
So 17. What time are we at?
It's gonna be a real good kick.
Finish
because
him.
I don't just
Max
kick
Power
him.
has pulled all of
One of
his
these.
arms down.
First I feint the kick, and then he's like, "Oh, thank God he didn't kick me." And then I go, and then he's like, "Oh, he's gonna punch me." And then I give him one of the Karate Kid crane kicks. And I go, making sure not to kick Max as I do it.
Of course. And you kick him, and like the energy like disperses, and he
I
is
kicked
no
the
more.
con out of him. Yes.
And you successfully saved Druid the Druid, and therefore the convention. I mean, Festival of Heroes.
Way! Thank you very much.
So everybody, thank you very much for coming for this.
That was
if you would
phenomenal.
like more shenanigans like this, we have a bi-weekly? Is that what it's
Bi-weekly,
called?
fortnightly, yeah.
Fortnightly. Fortnight. The kids love that.
There's dances.
Every two weeks. We have a new episode for our podcast, Hearthfire Tales. If you stop by our booth, if you haven't already, I know we've seen a lot of you, but
A couple of heroes here. Throw your hands up.
some cards there.
Yeah.
So yeah, stop by if you haven't already, or just come say hi to us. So hopefully see
Absolutely.
you guys more. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for coming out.
Thank you very much.
Guys.
Your character.
I'm still here to kill the homophobic dude. Why is he just pointing at them and saying they're gay?